Today, we're going to talk about a really different approach to wellness, external herbal pouch therapy. We're going to break down what it is, exactly how it fits into your daily life, and most importantly, how to figure out if it's right for you. So, let's dive in.
Just think about that for a second. So many of our wellness routines get pretty complicated, right? And the idea of adding another pill to the mix can just feel, exhausting. This one question really opens the door to a totally different way of thinking about how we support our bodies. All right, so the whole idea here is to shift our focus. Instead of just chasing a symptom like a headache, the goal is to get to the bottom of why the headache is happening in the first place. It's about moving away from those temporary fixes and towards something more foundational. And look, this isn't some abstract concept. It's designed for the real, everyday challenges that so many of us face. We're talking about things that really impact your quality of life, like terrible sleep that just kills your energy, or that nagging pain that stops you from doing what you love. So what is this thing exactly? Well, it's really simple. It's a soft, sealed pouch that's filled with herbs, and you apply it directly to your body. And the fascinating part is where it's placed, usually right on the navel, which in many traditions is seen as this really powerful spot for absorption. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because it shows the core difference. With internal therapy, you swallow a pill, and your digestive system has to process it all. But with this external method, it completely bypasses all of that. And since you're wearing it, you get this slow, steady, 24/7 support. No more trying to remember to take doses at specific times.
Okay, so it sounds different, but is it complicated? Absolutely not. The whole system is designed to be super simple, so it's actually easy to fit into your life. Let's just walk through what it looks like day to day.
It really just boils down to 3 easy steps. First, you figure out what your main concern is and pick the formula that matches. Second, you just apply the pouch using the little belt that comes with it. And third, you swap it out for a new one every 3 days. That's it. That's the whole routine.
And here's the key thing to know. Each package is set up to be one complete cycle. You get 3 pouches in a box, and since you wear each one for 3 days, that gives you 9 full days of continuous support. Simple as that.
Whenever you're trying something new, the big question is always, okay, where do I even start? Well, this system makes it really easy by organizing everything into these clear categories based on common health goals.
As you can see, there are 7 main categories of support. They cover a whole range of things, from women's health and pain relief all the way to men's vitality. This visual helps you immediately zero in on the area that feels most relevant to you.
Let's look a little closer. You've got women's health, which tackles things like period pain or menopause, sleep and anxieties for anyone struggling with insomnia. There are paths for pain, for cognitive support, for digestive issues. The idea is just to start with the one thing that's bothering you the most right now.
Okay, let's be real. With any wellness product, especially something that might be new to you, trust is everything. So let's take a look at the foundation that this therapy is actually built on.
It all starts with a foundation of over 125 documented case observations. Now, this is a big deal because it shows this isn't just theory. It's based on real-world use across all 7 of those health categories we just talked about.
And on top of those documented observations, we also have 18 published studies. This just means the findings have been put through a more formal academic review, which adds a whole other layer of credibility to the work.
And what I really appreciate is the honesty here. It's made very clear that these findings are from what are called observational case series. And that, of course, everyone is different, so individual results are going to vary. That kind of transparency is so important for setting the right expectations.
So, who's the person behind all this? The therapy was developed by Dr. Qingte Wang, and get this, he has both an MD and a PhD. That's a powerful combination, giving him the practical experience of a doctor and the deep dive perspective of a researcher. He's really spent more than 20 years bridging that gap.
So we've covered the what and the how, but let's circle back to the why. What are the practical, real-world reasons people actually choose this kind of external support?
This slide really says it all. Because you're not swallowing anything, it can be a great option if you have a sensitive stomach. The 24/7 support means you don't have to remember to take doses. And for anyone who's just got pill fatigue, you know what I'm talking about, or for caregivers managing complex routines, this kind of simplicity can be a total game changer.
Okay, let's pull it all together. If this is sounding like it might be a good fit, how do you get started without feeling totally lost? The whole process is designed to be really supportive from day one.
It's really as straightforward as this. You identify your number one concern, and there's a specific path for that. If it's chronic back pain, you start with the pain relief pouch. This direct one-to-one matching just takes all the guesswork out of it.
And you're not just left on your own to figure things out. There are helpful tools like a selection guide. You have the option for a consultation if you have a more complex situation, and it's all backed by a 90-day guarantee. These are like little safety nets to help you feel confident trying something new.
So the final thought here is this. Maybe a support routine doesn't have to start with another pill. By just focusing on your number one concern, you can find a path that's simple, practical, and works with your body in a totally different way. So the only question left is, what's the concern that matters most to you?